I'm the type of guy that, sadly to admit, I need to be kicked in the butt.
Even after his harrowing brush with death, it took Michael 3 years of working with different nutritionists and trying various diets with little or no results before he finally clicked with Dr. Lisa Marie DeRosima.
Go ahead, step on the scale. Excellent, you lost 5 pounds this month. That's wonderful.
That wake-up call taught me a lot of things about what I shouldn't be eating. When I met Dr. Lisa DeRosima, and she explained, don't eat this because, if you eat this with it because, the light bulb came on and was like, oh my God. My sugars have come down. They've come down substantially. My insulin dosage has come down dramatically.
You should call before the day before Thanksgiving and say, Michael, what are you going to eat tomorrow?
They need someone to coach them and be on their side. They constantly need good feedback to lose weight and keep it off. Because this is a lifestyle change. It's not something that goes away.
My dad had a massive coronary at age 56 and passed away. I had mine at age 56. Ironically enough, I got another chance. Am I perfect? No, I'm not even close to perfect. Am I striving for it? Yep.
In just the past year, Michael Sabatello has lost 22 pounds and counting. He's more fortunate than many. He got a second chance to make the right choice. The standard formula used by physicians to calculate obesity is the body mass index, which combines height and weight to arrive at a numeric value for the amount of fat in a person's composition. There are other more high-tech methods. For example, bioelectric impedance analysis involves measuring how long it takes an electric current to travel between the legs and arms. But the easiest way to determine excess weight may also be the most practical. A simple measurement of waist circumference, more than 40 inches for an average adult male, or more than 35 inches for an average adult female, typically constitutes abdominal obesity. And as we've already seen, intra-abdominal adiposity, the visceral fat carried around the midsection, is the primary factor in cardiometabolic risk. This visceral fat releases inflammatory molecules, lipids, and hormones into your bloodstream that raise your cardiometabolic risk, as well as your waist size. If you measure your waist circumference at home and find that you're in the elevated range, 35 for women, 40 for men, you might have other risk factors. Get a full physical and the appropriate blood work to measure your risks.
So with everything we've learned over the past few years about weight and cardiometabolic risk, it seems that the responsibilities of the patient in the war on excess midsection weight haven't changed much. Eat a healthy diet, have smaller meals more times a day, get plenty of exercise, and see your doctor for regular checkups. Now, what about potential medical breakthroughs in the treatment of cardiometabolic risk? Well, that brings us to our last bit of terminology. The endocannabinoid system contains the chemical receptors in the human body that normally regulate appetite, but which also have been found to have the opposite effect in people that are overweight or obese. Why is this important? When the ECS is overactivated in some people, not only is there the potential for lipid and glucose disturbances in the body, but there is also a strong drive to overeat fatty and palatable food.
There are new drugs being investigated that will block the endocannabinoid system. That will hopefully decrease appetite and perhaps stop this epidemic of obesity.
It's an entirely new, different drug classification. It works on abdominal obesity, it works on triglycerides, it raises the good cholesterol, and it lowers your insulin resistance.
We're in the middle of a change in the way that physicians and the public look at obesity and the related health problems. Given the new medications that we're starting to see, we're going to want to treat these people earlier, more aggressively, so that they don't develop these kinds of complications.
Researchers are excited about the enormous potential this approach could have on the entire obesity epidemic. That's it for this edition of Healthy Body, Healthy Mind. I'm Carlos Pagan. See you next time.